Hi sophomores, welcome to week 11 of multimedia design, and this week we'll be working more on HTML and get you started on coding the first page of Kim's website. So the first thing that you're going to be doing this week is reading an STS HTML Manual. So STS is software training for students, and they write manuals on tech topics to help students and staff, and just anyone that has access to these, better understand those topics. So they really walk you through the foundation of the topic. So in this case, you're reading the HTML manual. It is really gonna give you a good foundation and base for HTML so that you better understand how the coding works, how the file organization works, and really what you need in order to code. So you're gonna be reading and following along to the first 12 pages. Extremely important that you follow along because whatever they're doing in the manual, you're actually going to also be turning in. So if they tell you to code a line, you should also be coding along with them. And in order to code, you'll be using Notepad++, which is already on your computers. So once you finish the manual and you've really internalized the knowledge and you feel like you understand HTML and you've taken the time to get all of your questions answered, then you're ready for the next step. And the next step is your HTML activity prompt. So for this activity prompt, what you will be doing is coding one page of Kim's website. So you will be coding the About Me page, and you'll be doing the bare bones of the page. So I'm talking just text. There's going to be no colors, no pictures, nothing. So the activity prompt is going to walk you through how do you set up a basic HTML page. So what code do you need in order to do that? This activity prompt is going to walk you through that. Once you've set up your bones, like the bare bones of the code, then all you have to do is just copy and paste the content of Kim's website. And I will be providing that on campus. So your job is truly to get the code right and code the website. And then lastly, you will just be copying and pasting the paragraphs, okay? But by Sunday, what you're actually turning in is your weekly quiz. So the quiz is going to have 10 questions. The first 8 questions are going to come from the manual, this video, and the presentation. I'm really looking at making sure that you understand HTML, that you have a good foundation, that you took the time to read the manual, to watch the video, to understand things. And if you didn't understand, that you took the time to Google it or email me to ask for help. So those 8 questions are content-based questions. The last 2 questions allow you to turn in 2 files. The first file being your follow along with the manual. So whatever you complete with the manual, you will be saving and then turning in. And the second file will be your HTML activity prompt. So it will be that basic version of Kim's About Me page. So let's walk through Canvas so you know what you need to complete for the week. So you have your week 11 module with your video and presentation. Now, your STS HTML manual is right here. It will open in a new window. You must be using your Wiz account for this to open. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Right here, you can see the number of the pages. You go from 1 all the way to 12. You can either read it right here as it is, or you can download it. Up to you and what works best for you when it comes down to learning. But you will be reading it, following along, setting up what they're doing. Once you're done, you will be saving that in order to turn it in. Once you do that, then you have your HTML activity prompt. You can also open it in a new window. You must be using your Wiz account. And this is going to walk you through the bare bones of how to make an HTML page. Extremely important that you read it. This walks you through step by step on how to make an HTML page, and it gives you more definitions that you might need to know for your quiz. So read this carefully. So you've already read the manual, you did the manual, you've done the activity prompt, and then you are ready for your quiz. This is that About Me page, the basic version. So this is where you're going to be copying and pasting the paragraphs from. So once you have the bare bones, you just copy and paste the paragraphs in and you will be done. So you finished, you did all of that. Here's a preview of your quiz. Again, it has 10 questions. The first 8 are content-based. Make sure that you are answering in your own words. Do not copy and paste answers from the manual or from Google. Again, we take plagiarism very seriously. You are not allowed to copy and paste. It needs to be in your own words. The last 2 allow you to choose a file and turn in. Notice how they are HTML files. So when you're working on Notepad++ and you're done with your walkthrough of the STS manual, you will be saving this file as an HTML file. It needs to be a .html. 2 reasons why. First one, so that it can actually run as a website. So that's how you open it. That's how you see it in a web browser. Second, so that I can see that it's running. And then your other file will be what you worked on for the HTML activity prompt, and that will be Kim's About Me page. So you have to complete both, turn them in here, and answer the 8 questions that are before. Once you do all of these steps, you will be done for the week. If you have any questions as you're working through the module or completing your work, feel free to email me and I'll be happy to help. That is it for this week, and I'll see you next week.